Bitcoin just got exactly rejected from my resistance target, and right now I am starting to see the next move getting emerged here on the imminent short term. So in today's video, I will talk about the next move that I think Bitcoin will be creating. I will talk about the most important resistance, support, and more important charts on today's update video. I also will be discussing the liquidation heat map that currently is seeing more than 200 million US dollars in Bitcoin long positions are getting piled up here on the lower side. So I will be talking about this and many more stuff. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap up the like button back above 1000 likes on today's update video. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So on the imminent short term, we can currently start to see that Bitcoin exactly got rejected from this 43.4k level, just like we were in the past. And once again, Bitcoin is currently still consolidating around that 42.7k region. So we're still waiting for Bitcoin to be actually breaking outside of this range. And the range that I'm currently approaching and looking at is basically that 43.4k level towards 41.7k. So these are the two most important levels that I'm currently approaching. And honestly, if you're looking at Bitcoin here on that 4-hourly time frame, you can really clearly start to see that we're creating that rising wedge pattern once again, just like we did here on the top side around that 47,000 US dollar level. And of course, I exactly flip bearish here on the top side, calling for Bitcoin to be going down from off that point. And currently, once again, we're creating another rising wedge. And honestly, my price target of this rising wedge is going to be sitting somewhere around 40.5k, and that is also the initial price target of this larger scale rising wedge pattern here on Bitcoin. So for now on, we're just waiting to see what the next move is going to be. Today it's Wednesday, it is no more weekend, so we can start to see these big moves getting created again. And of course, if you've been following the channel for quite a while right now here, I am actually of course quite bullish on Bitcoin for the long-term horizon. I've been bullish for Bitcoin on this entire trend towards the upside, but right now, ever since 48,000 US dollars, we had this wick on the top side, I said I am going to be shorting Bitcoin, and I expect Bitcoin is going to fall down towards 40,000 US dollars. Currently, we're over halfway there, sitting around 42,000 US dollars, and my price target is sitting around 39.7k. Why? Is because there's a lot of untapped liquidity that I think that Bitcoin is going to be grabbing outside of the market, and a lot of levels come together around the 39.7k level. So I do really think that Bitcoin is actually going to be finding support around 39.7k, just exactly below the previous support sitting around 40,000 US dollars. A lot of people are going to get fooled from off that point. And honestly, if I'm looking right now also at the liquidation heat map, we can start to see more and more Bitcoin long liquidations are getting piled up on that lower side. So yeah, really, if Bitcoin comes down to 41.8k, we will be seeing an approximately 230 million US dollars in Bitcoin long positions liquidations. So that is of course quite massive. And if we do reach that level, we're probably going to see Bitcoin push a little bit lower from off that point. Of course, I've said this several times before, as long as Tether is injecting more money towards the market, I remain to expect that the major trend is going to be upwards for Bitcoin, because like you can approach it if you're going to be approaching it from the 3-day time frame, if there's a lot of liquidity going out of the market, if Tether is taking a lot of liquidity out of the market, prices go down. But if they're injecting a lot of new liquidity, Bitcoin tends to be rising with it. And you can clearly see the correlation between price and injection of new capital from Tether. So that is a very important thing to know. And of course, injecting capital from Tether is not just out of thin air. It's just someone that is actually buying Tether for real dollars at the treasury. So that is important to understand. The higher the Tether market cap goes, the more liquidity gets injected in crypto, and the higher the possibility is Bitcoin is actually going to be going up as well. So currently on the daily time frame, Bitcoin is still holding on towards this very crucial, important daily support. And if Bitcoin potentially breaks below this daily support level, then I'm really starting to going to get worried. But as long as we're not breaking below this level, I don't really see a big reason to be worrying. And while all this happens here, guys, yesterday also the EP4844 went live on the Gorilla network. That is a test network. So in the coming 2 to 3 months, 2 more testnets will be going live. And this update from Ethereum will be happening in March approximately. And of course, the Ethereum spot ETF is going to be happening somewhere in May. So expect some very bullish price action for Ethereum. I've stated this already at around 2,200 US dollars, and right now it's sitting around a whopping 2,500 US dollars. So honestly, I think that Ethereum is looking quite strong here. I think that Ethereum is going to be taking the lead over Bitcoin and taking the lead also over several other altcoins in the coming months here, because a lot of bullish news is currently lining up for Ethereum. So I don't think that this is really the time to be starting to get worried about it, but more embrace it. And that is why I also said in yesterday's video, I am selling my Bitcoin right now. And why was that? Because I am buying more Ethereum. So yeah, I am super bullish on Ethereum, and I currently still think that Bitcoin still has got a little bit lower ways to go. And like you can see, my buy zone is also clearly pointed out here on this chart. My buy zone is sitting around $39,000, and $39,000 is also the point where I think Bitcoin is going to be bottoming out, and also the point where I want to be opening up massive long positions, not only on Bitcoin, but also on Ethereum. So if you want to be trading yourself, I've already set up my Bitcoin orders right here on BYBIT right here. But if you want to be trading yourself, make sure to go to the link description of today's video, because you can currently claim a $50,000 deposit bonus if you sign up an account using that link below. And on top of that, if you sign up an account using that link below, you could claim a free $1,000 trade on Bitcoin, Ethereum, or on Pepe, whatever you want. And all you need to do for this is go to the link description of today's video, sign up an account, deposit $100 in your first 7 days, complete KYC, and you could be claiming this free $1,000 for only depositing $100 in your first 7 days. So it's massive. And if you can't trade on BYBIT due to KYC reasons, make sure to check out VMEX, where you can trade without KYC. You can also get a 10% cashback on all the things you're depositing. So like I said earlier in the video, the more tether injects, the higher Bitcoin goes. And currently we've actually seen a quite big of an injection of about 4 to 5 billion US dollars, but the price has not been going up yet. And that is why I still think that it is the time to be looking at long positions, but I don't think that this is the right moment in time right here. So I think this region, it's smart to be looking at longs, but not right here yet. I think we're still going to be going a little bit lower before once again bouncing and crushing it back towards the upside. So that is my expectation for Bitcoin right now. We have seen a massive weekly rejection for Bitcoin. So what I will be also approaching is that the $48,000 level. I said it several times before, but once Bitcoin breaks above $48,000, that is the point where I think the massive continuation is going to be starting for Bitcoin. That massive move towards the next bull run is going to be starting. But as long as we're trading below that, we still have more time to be accumulating Bitcoin. And like you can see on the bigger perspective, we're creating a gigantic inverse head and shoulders pattern that you should be not worrying about, but you should be embracing with both hands. And of course, looking at my resistance heat map, once we're really clearing that 47 to 48k level, I think that Bitcoin is going to be flying up to new optimize within no time. So this was my expectation. Currently, guys, I am in a crazy safari lodge, so that is why my videos are going to be a little bit different in the coming 2 days. In 2 days, I'm going back home again. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm always making my videos wherever I am, because guys, look where I'm currently at. I'm in the middle of the freaking jungle, and I'm still recording a video for you guys out there. So thank you so much for watching towards the amazing new update video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.